Hey y'all, it's 5-5 and I'm doing another Mindset Monday. And real quick, people ask me like, what's Mindset Monday and what's the point of it? The point of Mindset Monday is to get your mind right for the rest of the week. For things for you to think on through the rest of the week. Motivation for the rest of the week. Whatever you're going through, work, whatever, this is to set the pace for the rest of the week. If you start off low, you're going to be low for the rest of the week. But if you start off high, you start off motivated, then you got energy to kind of, die down at the rest of the week. If you already start off low, by the time you hit Friday, it's over for you. But if you start off high, if you start off motivated, if you start at a nice pace, then you can kind of keep that pace towards the rest of the week. So that's why I chose Monday. Mindset Monday is to get your mindset, get you ready, get you prepared mentally for the rest of the week. Anyhow, with saying that, let's get into the Mindset Monday. So today we're going to talk about fear. And fear is really a mind killer. And I know people hear the poem and people say it all the time, but it really is. Let's think. Your mind is not tangible to your brain, just like your soul is not tangible to your flesh, but we know it exists. So with that being said, your mind exists, but you kind of dwell in it. And I don't want to get all biblical and spiritual, but the Bible said God has not given us a spirit of fear. So with that being said, if you're accepting fear, then you're already accepting that negative spirit onto you, and that could very well affect your success. Now, of course, there's people who's afraid of failure, and then there's people who's afraid of success. People who are afraid of success, they're afraid that if they get too successful that they won't be able to keep up with it. They won't be able to, continue the progress, that it's going to die down. And there's people who's afraid of failure. They don't want to try to attempt to do what they need to do because they're afraid that they're going to do a really bad job at it. And both of those things are bad within themselves because it's a fear of something. Now, everyone has their own fear. I used to be afraid of the dark. Still am a little bit, but I've gotten over it. And I realize, as people really say, the only way to get rid of your fear is to face it. If you're scared that you will not, do well in college, you'll never know unless you go to college and you take the classes. If you're afraid of the dark, the only way to get over it is to sit in a dark room until you're comfortable or until you fall asleep. Whatever you're afraid of, really and truly and genuinely, I feel the only way to get over it is to literally face it. You're afraid that whatever, you have to face it. You can't get around it. You can't get over it. And if you leave it, when you come back, it's still going to be right there. So the point in avoiding it is what? The earlier you take it on, you might realize that, that your fear has become your biggest strength. But you won't know that until you face it directly and head on. Don't take the passive route. Take the aggressive route. Face it. Be, direct with it and deal with it. Of course, not all fears is going to be, accomplished in a day, but make slow steps to progress to get over your fear. But like I said, fear is definitely something that keeps a lot of us from being where we need to be, getting where we need to go, to that goal, whatever that is. Let's just face our fear this week, or take a step to facing our fear. If you're afraid of the dark, then maybe just be in a dark room for like 10 seconds, then hop out. If you're afraid of, going to school, instead of taking full classes, do part-time, do a class, see how you do. You know what I mean? So let's take baby steps to face our fear, but let's, eventually get over our fear. Let's set a timeline. Let's set a goal that by the XYZ, I will have accomplished this fear and I will get over it, because this fear could be really keeping you back from a great success that you could have been accomplished, but you haven't accomplished yet because this one thing is inhibiting you from accomplishing what you need to accomplish. So, with fear being a mind killer, let's just get over it. Let's kill that, and let's kill that mindset. Hope you enjoyed the Mindset Monday. Peace.